Okay, I'm loading into round number 1 against Philip 3030. Best card in my hand is Patron or Guitar Sprite, but Guitar Sprite has a lot more value playing it early. You can get a lot of good trades with it. If I keep playing it and playing it, it just screws so much value. I underestimated it a lot earlier, and I regret that because it's much better than I gave it credit for. Even though I knew it was very good, it keeps catching me by surprise how effective it is. Lightbringer Council is actually not very good. Even though it's got a decent level 1 and 2, its level 3 is actually trash. Well, it's only a 1016, which is horrible. Horrible stats. I'm probably just going to play Glimmerbraid and Zithian Hulk. So he's got Necrium. Blightwalker. Okay, I can Glimmerwitch the Blightwalker for value, because I was going to play this card anyway. I was going to play the Glimmerwitch and the Hulk. It just so happens that he put a... I want this Guitar Sprite to go in front of his Allomancer. Oh, actually it doesn't really matter. I'll just play the Hulk. I should have gotten for 3 there. Oh well, whatever. Do I have 6? I have a billion Rot Fiends. I don't need to play... yeah, he's not in Tempest, so I don't have to play around Chaos Twister. I have a billion Rot Fiends, so there's no point in like blocking this with a small creature. I can just jam a Rot Fiend in front of it. And then I can play Sauromane. Sauromane, Rot Fiend. Then my next turn will be probably double Rot Fiend, and then more Rot Fiends after that, and I'll just keep playing Rot Fiends. Card does get smaller when you play things in front of it, but it's so big if you don't. It forces the opponent to play things in front of it. That's a good block. Forces me to deal with that card later. It's pretty annoying too. I don't have a lot of ways to get intrinsic card advantage in my deck other than the Patron, the other Patron, and the Guitar Sprite. Okay, so I guess I have a pretty good couple of ways to get. Anyway, let's just play Rot Fiend here, and then save my Guitar Sprite so he has to deal with it again after dealing 3 damage to this creature. If Guitar Sprite jumps in front of Flesh Fiend, that would be really good for me. I didn't. Yeah, it didn't. So there's the double Rot Fiend turn I was speaking of earlier. I'm probably going to play it even though Death Seeker is a pretty good block here. Actually, Death Seeker is only 15/15, though. That's the kind of awkward part. I have no problems trading with Metamine Operator. If I can kill something else and trade with Metamine Operator, I would consider Sauromane to have done its job. Level 1 Sauromane's not really worth keeping around because there's so few creatures with 4 or less power rank 1. And I'm not going to use my debuff spell. So he's meta transferring my something. Rot Fiend maybe? Maybe the... I don't know. Meta transferring the Sauromane doesn't seem very good. Though he could be. Meta transfer just fills up the battle log. That's how I know he's meta transferring right now. I guess meta transferring the Sauromane's not that bad. It does kill my Sauromane and keeps his Metamine Operator alive. This is only a 4/7, so I don't... It's probably not worth using a meta transfer on unless his hand is really abysmal. Okay, it's taking forever to target this meta transfer. He must be clicking on a bunch of things. I don't know what causes this bug, but I've never had it happen when I'm casting meta transfer, so I have to assume people are just like clicking a bunch of stuff, or clicking cancel or whatever. I don't know. It just pops up a lot, and I see. I've never had it happen when I'm casting the meta transfer, so I actually have no idea what causes it. Okay, so he meta transferred the Rot Fiend, which is fine. I wonder what he leveled with it. Like, I imagine that's what he was clicking over and over again, what he was leveling. Scroll down. Oh, I just see a bunch of targeting Rosithian Rot Fiends, like, what, 14 times or something crazy like that? Overwhelming Force? Okay, that just kills my... That's really weird. I can trade Guitar Sprite for one of these 2 creatures. I could trade Guitar Sprite for the Metamine Operator and then play Death Seeker here. Because I don't want to trade my Rot Fiend away for a 9/1. I don't get much good value out of that. But trading away Guitar Sprite for a 7/3 seems like perfect value. Get my 5/5. I only wish I had a Grave Pack so I could do something with the Death Seeker. I don't really have that, which is why my Death Seekers aren't amazing. I'm going to see what he leveled with the meta transfer. Did he level anything? It doesn't look like he leveled anything with it. Yeah, he didn't level anything with it, which is very odd. I didn't know you could not level anything with it. Huh. Maybe he accidentally canceled out of it somehow? I'm not sure how that ends up working. So Fellstrider will block my creature. And then Crucible Colossus to eat my guy. That's fine. I can throw a Guitarist right in front of it, and then replace it next turn. If he plays another Overwhelming Forces, I believe that's what, +6 attack? That would kill my Guitarist, right? But I don't really have anywhere else to put. I guess I could put Rot Fiend in front of it, and then Guitar Sprite somewhere else. Yeah, because that would kill his creature. And my other plays aren't fantastic. Go to combat to see where his zombie ends up. Okay, it's in front of the Rot Fiend. That's probably the best place for it. 6/3 is not going to do too much, so trading with his whole card is pretty nice. Spring Dryad on top of the Guitar Sprites, and then playing a Rot Fiend is going to be my best play. As predicted, I have too many Utera cards, so I'm not able to activate these patrons. Which isn't the worst. I mean, I'm getting a lot of silver out of this. I have like 8 heroics or something like that. Something crazy. Which is good solid value. Unfortunately, it looks like my Guitar Sprite could end up in front of a Blightwalker. Yeah, I actually think I'm fine with that. I guess I could just wait until after combat, and then it might go in front of the 5/5, which would be a lot better for me. So combat, play Spring Dryad here. It goes in front of the Blightwalker, I'm just not going to replace it. Because I'm fine with Guitar Sprite trading for either of these creatures, but I would rather not trade Rot Fiend for either of them. Okay, so that's probably the best case scenario. Killing his 5/5 in the next turn, being able to actually Gloom Reaper Witch's creature. That's pretty nice. Because what are the threats he's played so far? He's played a Crucible Colossus and a Alamancer and a Flesh Fiend. So he doesn't actually have that many super good threats right now. That's pretty good, but I can just Glimmer Pooch that to save my Spring Dryad. It's really the only amount of pressure. It's really the only pressure I'm applying right now. So I can maybe replace Guitar Sprite to block the Blightwalker, then Glimmer Witch the other Blightwalker. That kills both those Blightwalkers and trades for Guitar Sprite, which kind of sucks, but it's not that big a deal. Because this Blightwalker has to die eventually. Though I could wait until next turn to block with a level 3 creature. Ooh, that's quite good. Huh. Okay, so I don't have the Guitar Sprite option anymore, so I'm just going to trade Guitar Sprite off here. And then I'll trade both of my... I don't know, trading Witch for 2 Blightwalkers is actually not even that bad. This only gives -2/-2, so I can't... Actually, what I should have done was... Yeah, that was my bad. I should have killed the level 3/2 Blightwalker with the Glimmer Witch. I'm thinking about this after I'm doing it, which is really awful. And then Scourge Knighting the other Blightwalker so it can't kill my Dryad. But I didn't do that. Whoops. I'm just going to replace the Guitar Sprite here. It becomes a 0/11, but I get to get the Justicar with my 5/10 Deathseeker. It pumps my Spring Dryad up by 1. So Patron of Tarsus comes in and does something. Not sure what yet. Do I have any level 2s left in my deck? Yeah, I didn't draw the Star of Bane. That's unfortunate. I'm getting pretty used to that. Unfortunately, just like never drawing the level 2 Star of Maiden. Every time I draft that card, it feels like I never draw it. My opponent's at 52. He has to do something about my Spring Dryad. And it being a 10/10 means he can't really afford to ignore it. This still kills both of his creatures. I don't know what that was. Like this region's up, this is a 5. Like that didn't do anything. Okay, so we'll go to battle. Hit him for 11. Play Patron just to level it. And then I get another Guitar Sprite. And then I'll play Rot Fiend over the Patron because, you know, Patron's only a 5/4. It's much better to play a 7/8 Defender than a 5/4 Defender. I mean, I say Defender, but I mean Sick. Because I don't want to replace my Hulk, because it's actually done 1 billion damage to him at this point. It hasn't been blocked ever. It's probably been in play for 10 turns now. It's probably done 40 damage to him. Yeah, okay. Sweet. Another victory for the home team. That's what, 1-0? Okay, off to a good start. Let's see if we can keep it up.